Hello Jennies and Lannerman, welcome back to another video on this channel. We actually have something new for you today. So it's not going to be a haul unboxing, but it will be a showcase of items that I picked up in my recent hauls. And I'm trying out this new format to see how it goes, see how you guys feel about this. It will make things a bit more streamlined, it'll make them easier to watch. I will be putting them into categories as well, so accessories, jackets, shoes, pants and tops. So you can skip forward to those time frames whenever you want to see those types of items. Yeah, I don't want to waste too much of your time. As always, if you could, I would really appreciate if you liked and subscribed on this video. That means a lot to me. And if you want any of these items, you can find them down below in the spreadsheet, which is always there, by the way, in every video. And I also have other socials such as Instagram or TikTok where you could follow me, and I also have a Discord server where I help people, or I have people that try help people as much as possible, so do check those out as well. But yeah, we've got a bunch of items today. We have some accessories and all that good stuff. I do actually have a pair of glasses that I'll be reviewing as well, so let's get into the accessories first of all. Starting us off, we have this $38 pair of Gentle Monster sunglasses, which are from George Glasses, who is a seller I recommended in the past. And as you can see, they do come in this nice Gentle Monster branded white packaging. Inside of that, you will find a nice leather metal magnetic case for the glasses, and of course inside you do also have the glasses themselves. This is actually a Mason Margiela Gentle Monster collaboration pair. This is what they look like. As you can see, they do have the typical Mason Margiela branding here on the side, and the glasses themselves look as they do look like so. Let me take off the other pair. As you can see, this is what they look like on me. Not sure how I feel about these per se. They're a bit chunky, and I'm quite particular with glasses. I mostly wear them on my head to keep my hair up as opposed to actually on my face. So do let me know what you guys feel about these. $38 once again, so really a good price. On top of that, we do have the other pair which I was wearing on my head, and same price, same seller, $38 with the same packaging. You do get this tinted pair which has a more feminine design with these flicky corners, which kind of remind me of like the eyeliner the girls do themselves, and this is what they look like on as well. I think these are better, but I'm not too sure. I do like the nose bridge, how it isn't like peaky and you don't have those like gel pads, because maybe they're less comfortable on your nose, but to be holding up my hair like this as I am doing so right now, they are great, and that's the main function I use glasses for, to be fair. So yeah, those are both pairs of glasses that I picked up recently. As well as that, I have recently picked up these two Supreme Leopard backpacks for a whopping $30, and I will say these definitely feel like $30 backpacks. They're not great at all. It's whole plastic structure with just this leopard fleece around it. The straps themselves are very low quality as well. This is not great at all. For long periods of time with a heavy load, I would not wear this. The Supreme logo itself is good, I won't lie. So that kind of impressed me. They will definitely fulfill the job of a backpack and hold your stuff. There is no laptop sleeve or anything like that inside, and there is no strap to attach this. Honestly, it's quite uncomfortable as far as backpacks go, but for $30, and if you just want something stylish, I guess, to fulfill some of your fits, then this could work. To contrast the low quality backpacks, we do have something that is extremely high quality and a lot more expensive. This is a super busy Balenciaga bag from RMism. This was a whopping $230. So $230 for this bad boy, with so many pockets and so many details, with a complete leather construction. I will say the one thing I don't like about this bag is this plastic buckle here. I don't know who thought this was a good idea to add a cheap plastic buckle to a fully leather structured bag. However, I do love the look and also functionality of this bag. It fits on your side. You can reach into every pocket. Wallet, AirPods, whatever you want to call them, headphones, everything will fit in here. You even got this long pocket here for perhaps, you know, maybe something along those lines. Really cool, super functional, super comfortable, and looks really nice as well. I will say $230 is a lot for a bag, but if you want something made of real leather that looks the part and also feels the part, I do recommend this bag for sure. Staying on the theme of Balenciaga, we do have another accessory, which is this chip looking wallet, and this literally just looks like a bag of chips or crisps, depending on where you're from. So when it's folded up, it just looks like a bag of crisps, and in reality is actually a functional wallet with card holder sleeves, slots, I guess I could say, and a big pocket for your cash, if you have any. I believe there is some error of this batch in particular, and this was quite steep at a eye-watering $57, which is a lot for something like this, and it hurts. Also, another thing about this is that it looks like a chip bag, so it could get thrown out by accident. And also, it doesn't really fit into pockets. Like, realistically, a normal jean pocket in the front, you're not fitting this in the back. Let's try it. Yeah, there you go. In this case, it did fit. In some other jeans, it might not. And in some other pairs, such as the Acne Studio leather pockets, this should fit quite easily. So it really depends. However, if you've got the super busy bag, you can just slide it in there, have it under your hand. But a super cool piece, definitely something you don't see often. And I do like a interesting wallet for sure. On top of that, I did also pick up this off-white passport holder. My passport is like 6 months old, but it looks like it survived at least one war. So this will definitely come in handy with trying to maintain it into like a livable standard. Because honestly, the logo on the front, the eagle that I have, the Polish eagle, is coming off. Funny enough, you do have this genuine leather made in Italy tag here, quite amusing. And of course, it just surpassed for all the typical apostrophes, as you know, with the Off-White branding. Very nice. The second to last item from the accessories section is this Supreme SpongeBob cap, which I paid $13 for. And I do have the retail white version of this, and honestly, 13 bucks for this is a complete steal. The structure and the overall look of this is there, and honestly, I have nothing to complain about. $13, great price, super goofy piece, but also really well made. It's Supreme SpongeBob, man. What else could you want? Realistically, go with. Finally, from the accessories section, we do have this really nice, heavy and high quality skull wallet chain that was $47, so cheaper than the wallet, the Balenciaga wallet. And just look at these details. Every single skull has a face, has cheeks, you know, it's got all of the details that you could expect from a skull. This is in fact a Vetements piece with some very subtle Vetements branding here under the hoops, loops, buckles, whatever you call this. And it clips on very nicely. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's quite a long piece, as you can see. So depending on your pants, depending on your height as well, these will look differently. Also, different pairs of jeans have different spacing between the belt loops, so it might be a bit difficult to attach these. So that is something you should keep in mind. However, as I said, $47 for something like this, honestly, I would say is a good price. And that's actually it for the accessories section. So obviously not that many items. I don't usually go for many accessories. Let's move on to the jackets, which I don't have many of either, but I didn't want to put them separately because, you know, winter's coming and it's easier to skip forward. Starting us off, we have something really boring, and it's not even an item for me. It's something for my cousin, who's a big fan of cars in general. And it is this Subaru racing jacket. This is a size XXL. And just to put it into perspective, I'm 183 centimeters and about 80 kilos right now. And this is, as I said, a size XXL. So as you can see, it fits quite nicely on me. This was $18. So for $18 to get a jacket is actually quite nice. Let me try to see if I can zip this up. So yeah, this is a size XXL, and it's definitely not a size I would go for. I think it's a bit too long for my liking, and I usually prefer to have my jackets end up slightly higher with a more cropped fit. But my cousin is taller than me. He is younger but taller, which hurts my soul obviously every time I see him, but it is what it is. And yeah, it is a nice piece, but nothing crazy. For any of you fans of cars and Subaru, and I guess I think this is a rally jacket, could be wrong. If you are a fan of, you know, like rally racing, there are other styles and other teams that you could support as well with this piece. Up next, we have this really sick Supreme Vanson collaboration motorcycle jacket. This, believe it or not, was only $63, and this is a size medium. So as you can see, it fits slightly big, but I could fit a hoodie underneath, which I guess is perfect, and it's still not too long either. This is a cropped top that I'm wearing. As you can see, the jeans end here, so this jacket I would say fits actually perfectly, so I couldn't be happier than that. And it looks fucking sick. It is so nice. The details are all there. The quality is honestly great. I can't complain. And for $63, are you kidding me? Like, come on. This is what it looks done up, and I probably wouldn't wear it like this ever because I don't usually like zipping up my jackets, but just so you can get a perspective of the sizing, this is a size medium zipped up, and obviously you can undo the button here, and I feel like this just looks a lot better. Staying on theme of the really cool Supreme jackets, we do have this Supreme North Face collaboration, which as you can see is the split design, which I have never seen a copy of, or a rep of, I guess I could just say. This was expensive. It was $140, and this is a size medium. That is a lot of money to spend on a jacket that isn't real. 140 bucks, yes, it is a lot of money. However, it is really cool. It's not something you see often. I've never seen someone wear this jacket, and honestly, the quality and attention to detail on this piece is great. I really have no complaints. The only thing I would maybe say is that usually these jackets are a bit more puffy, whereas this one isn't so much. There are also these strings here that you can tie in the waist with to make it, I guess, look more puffy if you just fold it inwards a little bit. But I guess that's also not a bad thing because you don't end up looking like a sausage walking around in one of these, which I feel like does happen quite often. And last but not least from this jackets category is this Balenciaga leather jacket, which was $317. $317. Yep, you heard that right. $317. Whole structure is leather, and this is a size medium. I will say I'm surprised with how oversized of a fit it is. I was hoping for it to be a bit more form-fitting. Maybe not form-fitting, but slightly smaller, I guess I could say. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there is one issue with this jacket, and I did just try to solve that problem, or I guess reattempt it, but I can't zip it up. Like the double zip, I think is just misaligned maybe, or it's faulty from the factory. I literally cannot do this jacket up no matter how much I try. Maybe I should try harder, but then again, it defeats the purpose of a functional jacket if I need to fight with it. The sleeves are quite long. Obviously can't show it to you zipped up, but I would fit a hoodie under this quite comfortably, so I guess the oversized fit isn't bad. And it does have a nice crop on the back, so I guess it's not too big. It is a bit of a bummer that I can't zip it up. I never would zip it up, to be completely clear, so I will be wearing this jacket, but it's a matter of fact that I paid $317 for a jacket that I can't zip up. It stings a little bit, you know. I think everyone could agree. And that's actually for the jacket section. So now we're going to move on to the shoes. Starting us off, we have one of the most recognizable pairs of shoes that Nike has ever released, and it is the pair of Off-White Jordan 5s. And I haven't worn these out yet. I haven't worn any of the shoes I'll feature in this video yet so far. These are just so amazingly clean. I feel like even though people don't really wear Jordans anymore, these you can still pull off very, very easily. You can still style them, especially given the styles that are very popular now. I feel like these are the exact type of grungy aesthetic that you want to wear on your feet. They do obviously have that little nugget here on the laces and that tag that I will be taking off ASAP. You should not be wearing off-white tags on your shoes. I think that's goofy as hell. The other shoe here from the pair with the replaceable laces, but I will definitely be keeping the black laces, unless maybe I switch one of them. We'll see. I forgot to mention, but those off-whites were $73. I did also get a pair of Balenciaga Hampton sneakers, and when I say a pair, I mean 2 pairs. There is also a white pair, which I'll show you in a second. These were $57, and I believe it is the best batch you can get. It almost looked like something you would wear in school in the UK. If any of my UK viewers know what I'm talking about, you probably get the vibe that I'm getting from this. However, it's cooler because it's Balenciaga, of course, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this is all about, logos and stuff. We don't care about style. We do have this contrast lacing with a white lace with black text on it, which also is featured on the white pair, which is strange to me. This is, of course, the other shoe as you could possibly expect, because why would I show you the same shoe in 2 different iterations or 2 different times? But as you can see, just some nice branding all around, some cool details all in all. And here, as I promised, is the other white pair, literally the same shoe, just in white, as you could potentially guess or expect. Let me see if this will be better to see, since I'll get out of the way with my white top. Contrast lacing, but this time it's not a contrast. Branding on the bottom. Every single angle of this shoe has some sort of Balenciaga branding, which I actually do like, to be honest. If you do get a shoe this loud, it makes sense to have it be as loud as possible, because why not? These are quite like simple looking sneakers. I will like to see how I incorporate this into my style, since they're quite low as well. I prefer slightly higher shoes, but we will see, we'll see. Super cool nonetheless. I do actually have another gift here for my cousin. He knows that where these items are coming from, so don't worry about that. So on top of the Subaru jacket, we do have a pair of these Nocta Air Force Ones, obviously a Drake collaboration, with very, very minor differences. The main one being this text here that says "Love you forever," and also the stars on the front are not stars but hearts, which I don't even know if you can see on camera. A relatively nice sneaker. You do also have the Nocta embroidery on the back, which I did forget to mention, but super nice sneaker. He has very big ass feet. I don't know, man, he's 17 and he's like almost 2 meters tall. Why do I even bother? Really nice shoe, super simple. And here is the other one, just so you know what I'm talking about, in case you thought there'd be 2 different shoes for some reason, which obviously wouldn't be the case. Those Air Forces were $25, whereas these Bricks are $78, and these are a pair of canvas Ramones, which I will be using to replace my current pair. My current pair got beat up pretty badly over summer. I was rinsing them quite a bit with jorts I was wearing, because it just seemed like nice proportionally. And yeah, they've got a lot of scuffs and things that I can't clean off, so I did end up buying a fresh pair. Obviously, I'm going to keep the beaters and use them as beaters, but this fresh pair will be usable for more high-class functions, I guess. $78. These are quite stinky out of the box, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I definitely suggest wearing these before, or airing them out before you go out in these, because they're smelly, just factory smell. Cool zip on the side, and the wraparound lace I do really like as well. I am a big fan of these shoes. That is it for the shoe section. We are going to get into the top section now. So that's jerseys, long sleeves, t-shirts, hoodies. So yeah, let's not waste too much of time and let's get into it. First up, we have this Barcelona Cactus Jack collaboration jersey, which was a huge, whopping, expensive $6. $6 for this. Very, very good price and a very nice piece, I'm not gonna lie. This is a size medium, as you can see how it fits on me. I think this might be one of my favorite jerseys I've ever worn, and I'm not even a big football fan. I wouldn't even say I support a team per se. However, Barcelona is goated because they have Lewandowski, and obviously an unbiased opinion, not because I'm Polish or anything. But yeah, size medium, $6, really, really good price and piece. I can definitely vouch for this item. Staying on the jersey theme, we do have this Nocta Nike jersey, which is a long sleeve, and it costs $20, and it is a size medium. And as you can see, everything fits fine other than the length. I would say it's a bit too long. I don't know what it is with these jerseys always being so fucking long. I would prefer for them to just end like slightly above my special place, perhaps, not way below it. Other than that, I think everything fits nicely. It is a cool looking piece, definitely an eye-catching item, and might be a bit hard to style, but I feel like with just some simple colors, you can go a long way, just blacks and maybe a bit of white. But I think black in general is just going to be the easiest to style this. And yeah, it's an interesting piece. Once again, I'm not a fan of Drake, just some cool pieces. Up next, we have the Supreme X Frank Frazetta jersey, which is a size S, and it costs $26. And I do actually have a retail version of this in a size medium, however, it is way too long. So I did cop a rep in a smaller size to see how it fits. And I definitely prefer the fit of this. Maybe it's a bit too tight on the back. As you can see, it's like stretching. It has some really nice details, and it is a cool looking item for sure. Up next, we have something that gives me vibes of a single dad on a cruise, but it is the Supreme Damien Hirst button up. This is a size medium that costs $30 from Mook Official, I believe. Yeah, it is a super cool piece, honestly. I can't wait to wear this next summer when it's actually time to wear shirts again. Obviously, it's October again, which is crazy. But yeah, super cool design. You've got a print of the Ram all over with the Supreme text, if you can see. I will get slightly closer just so you can see the details a bit better. But yeah, super nice piece, and I think it fits well for a size medium. Supreme's weird. Medium usually fits me best, even though sometimes it's a large. It's like they're just an oversized fit. I think it does make me look a bit wider given the print, which is something you would look out for. But I guess it is what it is. I have broad shoulders, so it just makes this look like I'm as wide as a brick house. Up next, we have this Moa Lola. I think the brand is called Mola Lola, which is a weird name. Polo, which was $25 and is a size medium. I will say it has very weirdly blocky shoulders, whereas the body is quite thin. It makes really no sense to me. However, it's an interesting fitting piece and also an interesting design. I'm not sure if I see myself actually wearing this because it's not really my type of vibe, but I think I say that quite often. I end up changing my mind. I'm quite flexible with what I wear, and this is a pretty cool piece. I do love the contrast color. The white on the black is, I think, a great design choice. And also the embroidery is cool. The sex here, can't go wrong with sex on your chest, realistically. At least that's how I feel. This ERD long sleeve was also $30 and it is also a size medium. And I will say it is a slightly weird piece. It has some weird flaps on the bottom, which I guess is the case for half of the population. Not for me. People do have those. But it's just a nice print overall. Obviously, a bunch of gibberish, as always with ERD. I have no idea what any of this stuff says or means. Does it look cool though? Yes. Does it fit nice? Yes. Am I happy then? Of course. I'm always happy. But yeah, really weird design choice here with this kind of like bar. If you can see that, you probably can see that. But yeah, strange. But the print itself and everything else, I think is cool as fuck. Up next, we have a Supreme Aphex Twin Collaboration long sleeve, which is a size medium and it was $22. And I will say this item fits me quite weirdly. But the length is fine, but I feel like it's a bit too broad. It's a bit too thin on my shoulders because I do feel the back stretching at all times, even when I'm standing straight. You do have this really interesting print on the back of like Teletubbies with the guy's face. Interesting choice for sure, and some text on the front as well. On $22, size medium, I think it is a good price for this piece. I will say though, I will be careful with washing this because machine washing Supreme items very often ends with disaster. That goes for retail, that goes for rep. Just be careful. Up next, we have this Vermont's Goth tee, which was $35, and believe it or not, this is a size XS. Yep, this is a size XS. As you can see, it is a very, very big fit, and as I've mentioned before, I'm not a fan of the biggest fits, whereas this is one of those. This might be one of those things that I give to my sister so she can sleep in it, because, you know, girls like sleeping in oversized shirts as opposed to just having pajamas or sleeping naked, which is obviously what I do. So if any of you want to break in and see how that goes, you know, be my guest. It's a cool piece, I guess. I mean, it's not even that big of an oversized fit. It kind of makes sense proportionally, to be fair. And the print is cool. It's just like some skeleton, but what the fuck is this, man? What's the point, really? Up next, we have the Supreme Kugi or Kuji. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, my bad. Collaboration tee, which was a size medium, and it is $28. And I will say, this is exactly what I was talking about. Size medium, but it's like a much bigger fit than the long sleeve. This is an oversized fit. I guess it is a collaboration piece as well, and collab pieces do vary in sizing. A lot of cool details, a lot of embroidery on the back and on the front as well in this really nice rainbow coloring. I am a big fan of this, genuinely. And also the stitching on the arms is colorful as well, which really cool details. I'm a big fan. I can recommend. Very nice. Up next, we have this Balenciaga Bebe tee, which I will say I don't think I like the fit of too much. I think this is meant to be a more slim fitting tee, and I went with a size L, which cost me $20. Has this rhinestone Bebe text on the front. But I think just given my proportions and my, I guess I could say, physique, it's just not a piece for me. Perhaps, maybe you guys might disagree and I just hate myself. Also possible. So just let me know what you guys think. But yeah, rhinestones on the front with the Bebe text. Cool piece, but nothing too crazy. Okay, so this item was maybe one of the bigger L's of this whole adventure. This is a size L for $47, and it is a very nice material. It is a Saint Master shirt, and it is meant to be an oversized fit. You do have very minimal branding here on the back. However, I'm not sure if this is too oversized for my liking. As I said before multiple times, I don't like too oversized. I know this is the style that it's meant to be, and I feel like it does fit me well, but I just don't know what pants I would like, what trousers I would wear this with given summer weather. Like, I don't want to wear big long trousers, big baggy long trousers with big chunky shoes, so I would just be top heavy. So I guess a size medium would have made more sense. Worst of all, I did also pick it up in a navy colorway, and it's the same size, so it's the same story. This might be a happy ending though, and I might give these to my dad. This looks like something that would fit him quite well. Maybe my dad will be dripped out in Saint Master, whatever that is. Okay, this next t-shirt, or this current t-shirt I should say, needs to be blurred out, so please blur all of this out, Mr. Editor. However, it is a never kill yourself tee, which is a very good message, and I definitely agree with that. It was $20 and it's a size L, and you're probably wondering, Jay, what is this print here? What can't we see? Let me put it this way, okay? You have two women. They are both, let's say, you know, they're in their birthday suit. Yeah, that's the way to put it. And they are swimming together, but also they're engaging in some intimate activities. You see what I'm putting down? And they are both Japanese as well, if that's an important detail. You've probably seen the clip. Now you've got it in t-shirt form. Will I wear this? No. Is it a waste of money? Probably. Should I just, you know, donate to charity? Probably, yeah. I mean, however, I won't. Yeah, great. Up next, we have this Balenciaga Lamborghini collaboration long sleeve, which was $27, and I think it's a one size fits all, or it's a size 1. I don't remember. 1 is what is said on the size for me. And it does have this big alloy on the back, or wheel from the car that is on the front, which is the Temeraro, I think that's what it says. Sleek Lamborghini, Balenciaga, two of the most hypebeast brands I could possibly think of. Some cool details on the sleeves as well, if I can wear it like a normal person, as you can see on the outside of the arm, not the inside, with these nice cuffs. This is a long fit, however, this works for some reason. I think it's just because it's a slimmer fitting on the body, it doesn't hang. I do like how long this is. I guess I'm just bipolar. Up next, we have the item that I'm probably the most upset about, and it is this Chrome Hearts thermal knit with very minimal Chrome Hearts branding here and these cool branded buttons on the front here. So they are silver, or probably not silver, but you know. This was $21 and it is a size L. However, it's just too long. Like, as I said, I know I'm repeating myself. I feel like it fits good at the same time, but I'm gonna have to reorder these with a size medium. And when I say these, I mean these, because I also have this piece in black because I like this so much. I feel like L is wearable, but maybe medium will just fit better and I'll just feel better in it. Buying clothes is so tough, man. Okay, this was a dumb idea to wear this hoodie on top of that really oversized thermal knit, but this is a Supreme AOI hoodie that was $57 and it is a size medium. It is a perfect fit and it has amazing details, rhinestones, embroidery, all of that good stuff. As you can see, it looks fucking great. It presents itself really nicely. Once again, I made a mistake with wearing this underneath it. However, you get the idea. There's embroidery on the hood as well. This is a sick piece. $57, I would say, is actually a really fair price for this. It just feels great and it's a nice warm fleece material on the inside. It just looks good. It sounds good. It feels good. Everything's good about it. There's no downside other than the price. $57 is quite a lot for a hoodie. You guys already know what my complaint is going to be out of this piece. This is the Supreme Stars jersey, which was $25 and this is a size medium. Does this look medium to you? Does this look medium to you? Now, I'm not gonna lie, it looks good. It's a nice oversized fit, once again. However, it would just be so much better if it was like a normal fitting piece of clothing that I could wear with like anything and not just baggy jeans and baggy jorts. Like if it just fit with every pair of trousers, wouldn't that be so much better? Wouldn't that make life so much easier? Why do I bother? But yeah, cool piece. Nothing to complain about other than the sizing. The details are all there. And I think it really does look the part. For $20, this is a really sick item, and I have no other complaints other than the sizing. This Balenciaga striped polo was $34 and is a size XS, and it is an oversized item that doesn't look like utter shit. As you can see, the back is a lot longer than the front, so I guess when you bend over or when you're reaching for something, your whole arse crack isn't going to be showing. But yeah, it's a nice striped design with a embroidered BB logo on the front in green, which is an interesting color, to be honest. I don't think I've seen a lot of green embroidery on items. Got a nice white color, and it's just all in all a simple white piece. I have also picked up a Chrome Hearts vest, which was $20 and is a size medium. However, I will save you from looking at me wearing this. Obviously, it's a vest, so it's quite see-through. You can pretty much see everything in my upper body, which right now isn't in the best shape it's ever been. So I don't want to show it to you in that light. But yeah, you've got some nice detailed hearts on the side. It says "Love You" on the back. It says Chrome Hearts on the front. And this is something Playboy Carti wore, so that's why it's cool. Remember that. And lastly, from the top section, we do have this Net Spend merch, which has a Polish flag in this colorway and just features white text in the black colorway. This was $21 and they're both size L, and I would say these actually fit quite well. This is a really nice quality blank. Like the actual t-shirt itself is really nice quality and the fit is good as well. So even if you don't listen to Net Spend, like I don't listen to him, I don't know any of his songs. However, Polish flag, so fuck yeah. And also it is just a nice t-shirt. Like it will be a good base layer. If I put a hoodie on top of it, you won't see anything, and they're high quality tees that aren't too expensive. If you are a Net Spend fan, then even better, cool piece nonetheless. And that's actually it from the top. So now we're going to get to the jeans, and obviously we're gonna have to change angles for that. Up first, we have these Balenciaga tribal jeans that were from MVT and they cost $84. This is a size S. I must say I am a really fan of the sizing on this. They're not too baggy to the point where you can't wear them with like normal shoes. Any like even slim pairs of shoes I think will look okay with these, and they also just have really nice details. The drawstrings I'm a fan of as well, surprisingly, which I didn't think I was going to be. But yeah, tribal print on the back and on the sides as well, and this nice washed effect going alongside obviously the jeans themselves. Up next, we have a pair of Acne Studios raw denims, which were $52, and this is a size L as well. And as you can see, these are considerably longer than the tribal jeans that I just showed you guys. However, they stack really nicely because it is a stiff raw denim. You can wear these with even slimmer shoes as well, once again, and they will stack, as you are seeing now, with literally just me wearing socks. And I'm doing that on purpose just so you guys can get a good comparison between the jeans. I don't want to be switching shoes and whatever. This will make it a lot easier. But yeah, really nice raw denim, high quality as well. $52 is not a lot for denim, honestly. I can vouch for this, and it has all the details you could expect, including the little leather patch here that says Acne Studios, if you can see that, and it is a branded button on the front as well. Super nice. This next pair is once again Balenciaga, and these were $58. This is a size medium, and yeah, they're once again baggy pants, but not too baggy to the point where you're stepping all over your trousers. I feel like these are actually a wearable bagginess. They do really remind me of diesel jeans, and they do have some embroidery on the inside here, which I will get on my knees to show you. As you can see, it has the Balenciaga logo in a red like box, so it really does remind me of diesel. I think that's obviously on purpose. They're not stupid. They're doing most of these on purpose. There's some slight distressing and a slight wash on the knees as well, but all in all, it is a nice fit, and these aren't too baggy to wear just casually. I think honestly, you won't stand out like a sore thumb in public looking like you're wearing your great granddad's trousers. Up next, we have a pretty funky pair, and this is something you guys probably haven't seen before. This is a Supreme Hysteric Glamour collaboration, which is a $35 batch, and this is a size medium, a size 32, and honestly, I probably could have gotten a size 34, so it'd be a more baggy fit. These are quite a slim fit. This is something an uncle would wear, to be fair, based on how this fits. It's just a bit too thin on the legs, so maybe I'll be giving this away to someone just slightly smaller than me. Waist-wise, everything else is nice. The details are cool. It's a cut print all along. You do have some Supreme Hysteric Glamour branding here as well. It is a nice piece, but I feel like it is just maybe too slim fitting. I will try to incorporate it into an outfit maybe and see how it goes, but all in all, I feel like this is not baggy enough for my liking. Next up, we do have another pair of Balenciaga jeans, and these are cargo jeans, or cargo denim, I guess you could call them, from Satan Made, which were only $46, and this is a size S. And I will say, it is a bit tight around the waist. I do need to slim down a little bit just to get more comfortable in these, but that's in the plans anyway. As you can see, a lot of pockets, a lot of details. They do also have branded zips, and there is a hammer loop here, which is a bit big for my liking. But yeah, really cool. A lot of pockets, even some down here, which seems a bit excessive. And these aren't too baggy, once again, to wear with normal clothing. So I'm a huge fan of the jeans from this video. I feel like mostly just straight up W's, other than obviously the Hysteric Glamours, but I think even then we'll be able to make it work. Now, I did also repurchase a pair of jorts that I showed recently. These denims are from Project GR, and it's like a double pair where it looks like you're wearing two pairs at the same time, overlapping each other. The batch I bought before was slightly too small, and also it just felt like low quality denim, whereas this was $44 and it's a size XL, so it should fit me normally. I'm not showing you my legs because I've got enough comments now of you guys laughing at my chicken legs, so you're just getting this, and this is all you're getting. It's your fault. But yeah, that sums up the jeans, and that's basically it for the video. So yeah, let's just get to the outro. So yeah, that wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this format was kind of different, but I hope it was enjoyable nonetheless. Let me know what you guys prefer. Be completely honest. Is this a stupid idea? Was this a bad video? Do you prefer the normal haul unboxings? Did this make it easier to watch? Did this make things a lot more simple? And did it fast forward the whole process of watching this video? Because unboxings are very long. Do let me know. As I always mention, do like and subscribe to this video. Check out the spreadsheet down below and the other social media. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support. Website releasing soon. Hold my word for that. Within the next month. Should be out. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.